Welcome back to Quiz Elf. Let's dive deep into the ocean and test your knowledge of sea animals. Are you ready? Let's begin the dive. Which one has blue blood? Orca or crab? It's the crab. Which one has 9 brains? Octopus or hermit crab? Octopus. Amazing creature, isn't it? Which one lives in sea anemones? Clownfish or crab? Clownfish! Just like Nemo. Which one is a mammal? Shark or dolphin? Dolphin, that's right. Which one can regrow its limbs? Starfish or frog? Starfish. Nature's magic. Which one lays eggs in the sand? Penguin or sea turtle? If you're getting these right, don't forget to like the video. Sea turtle. Which one is called the sea cow? Porpoise or dugong? Dugong. Gentle and slow. Which one has venomous tentacles? Jellyfish or sea anemone? Jellyfish. Be careful! Which one is electric? Manta ray or eel? Eel. That's shocking. Which one can change its color? Cuttlefish or sea urchin? Cuttlefish. Masters of disguise. Which one has 10 arms? Squid or octopus? The squid. Octopus only has 8. Which one sleeps with one eye open? Otter or dolphin? Dolphin. Smart and cautious. Which one can live in salt and fresh water? Salmon or tuna? Salmon. It travels between both. Which one can hold its breath for 2 hours? Sperm whale or dolphin? Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome quizzes like this. Sperm whale. That's deep diving. Which one can live for more than 500 years? Greenland shark or orca? Greenland shark. The ocean's ancient beast. Which one is the fastest swimmer? Shark or swordfish? Swordfish. Up to 62 miles per hour. Which one produces pearls? Oyster or mussel? Oyster. A beauty from the deep. Which one can swim while sleeping? Turtle or shark? Shark. That's right. Which one has no bones? Jellyfish or crab? Jellyfish. Pure jelly. Which one can puff up to protect itself? Pufferfish or ocean sunfish? Pufferfish. Cute but dangerous. Which one is the biggest animal alive? Blue whale or humpback whale? Blue whale. The giant of the sea. Which one carries the eggs? Male or female seahorse? Male seahorse. That's right. Which one can camouflage perfectly? Octopus or crab? I keep going. You're doing great. Octopus? Nature's ninja. Which one crushes coral with its teeth? Angelfish or parrotfish? Parrotfish. Coral cruncher? Which one doesn't have a brain? Jellyfish or octopus? Jellyfish. Unbelievable, right? Which one is a cephalopod? Octopus or ray? Octopus. Smart and squishy. Which one lives on the ocean floor? Anglerfish or giant squid? Anglerfish. It glows in the dark. Which one can glow in the dark? Squid or eel? Squid. Bioluminescent beauty. Which one has the most teeth? Shark or catfish? Shark. That's a lot of smiles. Which one lives in Antarctica? Sea lion or penguin? Penguin, cool answer. Which one can grow up to 2 meters long? Anglerfish or vampire squid? Anglerfish. Creepy and cool. Which one breathes through its skin? Fish or frog? If you're still here, hit that subscribe button. Frog. Surprising, right? Which one can change their sex? Clownfish or manta ray? Clownfish! That's wild. Which one has teeth? Whale or sperm whale? Sperm whale. Which one eats plastic thinking it's food? Sea turtle or crab? Sea turtle. Sadly, that's true. Which one makes clicking sounds to talk? Dolphin or shark? Dolphin. Ocean chatterbox. Which one has 3 hearts? Jellyfish or octopus? Octopus, triple power. Which one is called the seahorse? Seahorse, adorable and tiny. Which one is known as the sea dragon? Leafy sea dragon or seahorse? Leafy sea dragon, magical look. Which one is venomous? Stonefish or lionfish? Stonefish, handle with care. Which one lives mostly in freshwater? Alligator or crocodile? Alligator. Another right answer. Which one lays eggs? Crocodile or walrus? Crocodile. Which one is known for its ink defense? Pufferfish or cuttlefish? Cuttlefish. Ink ninja. Which one has suction cups on its arms? Octopus or lobster? Octopus, sticky and clever. Which one can communicate by dancing? Squid or shrimp? Shrimp, underwater moves. Which one can jump out of the water? Flying fish or seahorse? Flying fish, amazing sight. Which one can grow bigger than a school bus? Blue whale or orca? Blue whale, enormous! Which one can survive freezing temperatures? Arctic cod or shark? Arctic cod! Which one has armor-like skin? Shark or lobster? Lobster, built like a tank. Which one has the largest brain? Sperm whale or dolphin? Sperm whale, big brain energy. Which one eats by filtering water? Whale shark or swordfish? Whale shark, the gentle giant. Which one creates sand from coral? Parrotfish or sea urchin? Parrotfish, nature's sand maker. Which one can detach its body part to escape? Starfish or crab? Starfish, regrows it later. Which one uses shells for protection? Hermit crab or lobster? If you're getting these right, don't forget to like the video. Hermit crab, portable home. Which one is the biggest, shark or anglerfish? It's the shark, the ocean's top predator. Which one has lungs, orca or shark? The orca. That's right, it breathes air just like us. Which one can crush coral, angelfish or parrotfish? Parrotfish. It bites coral and turns it into sand. Which one doesn't have a skeleton? Lamprey or octopus? If you're still here, hit that subscribe button. Octopus. No bones, just brains and tentacles. Which one can live both in salt and fresh water? Salmon. It travels between rivers and oceans. Which one is bioluminescent? Squid or eel? It's the squid! Well done, Ocean Explorer! How many answers did you get right? Comment your score below. And if you enjoyed this underwater adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and dive into the next quiz on Quiz Elf.